Have you ever started a wheel bearing job? And then once you got into the wheel bearing job, you realized you could do the brakes. Once you started the brakes, you realized you could put some calipers on there. Once you put some calipers on there, you realize, man, those knuckles are really dirty. I should probably remove those, remove the axle shafts, remove the axle housing, remove the power steering pump, remove the gearbox. And then you realize, while all this is happening, oh, I have a YouTube channel. I should be filming this. Well,
welcome to Experimental Performance.
okay, so here we are. I mean, yeah, things escalated quickly, guys. Okay? What can I say? So right now, what I think I want to focus on, so I've got the airbox pulled. So this pump went out because, like an irresponsible teenager, I allowed this gearbox to continue to leak and leak and leak like a sieve, running this power steering pump dry. And, well, guys, you can't really do that successfully. So I think if I can pull this stuff off with ease, of course, and I've got this replacement stuff for it here, then maybe I can just do a real quick swibbity swap and have my power steering back, because I would tell you, man, that would be great. Oh, here's some of the parts. Like I said, the job got away from me, man. I was not supposed to do any of this, but I mean, so all those are painted. Still waiting on another caliper because I guess they boxed it wrong. So that's super fun. Here's more parts. All right. So I believe that pretty much catches you guys up. I've made a horrible mess of the place. I'm a little ashamed, not even gonna lie. All right, maybe I'll clean up a bit first, because I just ordered all the gaskets to rebuild the knuckles, so that's in the mail on the way. So that's gonna be a couple days. I also ordered the gaskets for the hubs, not these hubs, those hubs, there we go. So that's also coming. So I've got a couple days to kill, and that's kind of where I was thinking about, well, what's the big deal? Why don't I just try to throw in a new gearbox, see what happens, get a little wild, get a little crazy. You guys know how we do. All right, let's see what kind of trouble I can get myself into. I think we're like day 38 of a bearing and brake job. I'm kidding. But check out what we've got done so far. We've got the radiator back in, pumps all hooked up, everything's tightened down except for the slack in the belt. We found a belt. If you're doing this job, because I could not find, where's that? Oh, there we go. There's the part number you need. So that went together actually really well. Got our steering all hooked back up. The box is in there. We still got to fill this, which we will do. I'll probably fill, because the coolant's empty also. Probably get these both full. Oh, probably wondering about this thing, huh? Well, we're going to pick the truck up by the engine because we want to. And then we're going to use that when it's dangling in the air to drop the axle out. And then we're going to clean that and paint it. Did I mention I have a problem? All right, let me get back to work. All right, we're getting scary close. I'm starting to get pretty excited. We've got the axle here. It's all dried, all painted. If I say so myself, I think it looks fantastic. But now the long, tedious job of getting this thing put together. So let's start that right now. I just love new shiny things. I'm so excited to wrap this up. Something I may not have mentioned, my bad, y'all. Unless I did, then not my bad, y'all. Anyways, I had chromoly axles laying around. So then there's that. Anyways, so if you do chromoly axles, one of the things that you have to do is you've got to change your side gears and your differential. It goes from a 22 spline to a 26 spline, so it's the same as the rear differential. Definitely beefs everything up, makes it a lot stronger. And since I'm already running 33s going to 34s, it'd probably be smart to do. So I am going to rip these two differentials apart. I'm going to switch out the side gears and then get this thing freaking done. Holy crap. All right, I'm going to stop yapping and get back to work. Yeah, the axle is looking fabulous. So right now, we're getting this down. I'm letting the RTV set. I like to let it set for like an hour, maybe a little bit over, and then I'll torque these down. So I am going to move back to this side. I'm gonna get the hub put in, the bearings put in. I'm gonna get the axle nuts tightened down because there's a whole torquing procedure with these kind of axles that you have to go through with the double nut. While all that's happening, this will be drying. If I still don't have enough time, what I'll do is go ahead and do this, get this all in place like I did on this side already. If you haven't done this, just make these. I think they're M8 by 125, something around there. I mean, you could figure it out yourself. But these are just bolts I cut down, and once you have these 4 little studs to help line up all this gasket and stuff and the seal, it's really straightforward. I did not have a fight with it at all. It went really smoothly. I'm pretty stoked about doing this side. I have to admit, I know I did so much more than I was supposed to. Oh my gosh. But this thing looks freaking sweet. I cannot wait to get this truck wheeling again. All right, let me get back to work. We're getting so freaking close right now. The brakes are all bled. We've got coolant in the radiator. We've got, to still top that off, we've got the wheels torqued. We got the pan hard bar torqued.
Fluid in the diff.
Fluid in the diff right now. We still have to adjust the steering. There's this little adjustment right here. And basically, if you've got slop in your steering, back this off, adjust this, and try to take it out. Sometimes she's too far gone, but I don't think we're gonna find that to be our case. But we're gonna get back to work. side all wrapped up, brakes are all on. I'm gonna go ahead and torque everything down, attach the brake hoses, but I'm gonna do that a little bit later. I'm gonna switch over to the other side and do the same thing. So I'll be back after I do that. All right, guys, I think this is where we part ways. I'm gonna take some measurements. That, by the way, man, that's a thing of beauty. And of course, on camera, as in all off-roading things, you can hardly tell. That's like 2 foot off the floor. So that's really, really good articulation. I'm super happy with it. I'm gonna get some measurements on these shocks, get the shocks ordered, throw that on. I think that'll do it for now though, but I wanna say if you just subscribed, thank you. If you've always been one of our subscribers, man, y'all already know. I love you guys. All right, see you next time.
I want the record to show that these cables for my old winch were removed against my will because of him.